What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It is like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. So in this episode of As the Ghetto Turns, listen, I needed the laugh. And when I tell you True T gave it to me, I'm telling you, I'm going to put the link to the full video in the description box that I was listening to, because she just pretty much went on a roast of Miss Wanda. And I don't even know why they give her the Miss as the title, because that is giving someone honor and grace and respect. And unfortunately, I just don't feel that she's a very respectable woman. I don't care what her age is. She's just not. But I'm not going to get into all of that. I'll allow True T to do that. But I wanted to touch on something that she mentioned, and I just want to share my thoughts on it. And I want to, I want to find out what you guys think about it, because I recently talked about the discussion around the Blaque Cigar Lounge and whether that business was currently open or not. I wasn't coming at it to try to throw shots at it or anything like that. I don't do that when it comes to people's businesses and whatnot. But in my personal opinion, and I've talked about this before, I really feel that especially the clowns of As the Ghetto Turns, or known as Love and Marriage Huntsville, it's just a bunch of frauds on that show. And although we know that when it comes to reality TV, there are a lot of people who come to these shows and they come to display themselves to be a whole lot more than they're not. My mind goes to Jen Shah, which ironically I was watching reruns of the first season of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And that woman was such a fraud. And she's currently in federal prison in Texas right now for all of the frauds and schemes that she was running, but trying to perpetrate a life and a lifestyle that she was not really living, or legally living, shall we say. Okay. And it wound her up in prison. Now, I don't know where the lives that the people who are on Love and Marriage Huntsville, for the most part, I'm talking about the core 6 minus 1, meaning Melody, because she has not been involved in any of that stuff. She unfortunately has had the dishonor of having many years connected. I won't even say connected, but attached to a man, and the only thing they have as connections right now are 4 children that they produced in this marriage. But the connections of the children, but attached to a man, and thankfully no longer attached to this man, male, who is a psychopath, narcissist, disgusting human being. And so with that being said, I just feel that a lot of them, they brought lives to reality TV that are just not seeming like they're really real. And when it comes to that cigar lounge, I've talked about this before, where I felt like it's something about that place. I get it that the filming happens during certain times and hours, but it just didn't really seem like the business was operating and open like that. And it just seemed like a lot of things were done. When it was done in there, it was really for film purposes. It wasn't because it was an actual legitimate business. For example, there was a scene when Marceau and Tisha were supposed to be having a date night at their cigar lounge. And there was nobody in there, it seemed like, but the bartender and maybe a server, or maybe the bartender was a server too. I don't know. But listen, I distinctly remember that. And I remember questioning it then. I'm like, where is everybody? I don't know. But True T mentioned in her commentary /roast, that allegedly the Scotts, meaning mainly Marceau and Letitia, who have the Blaque Cigar Lounge, they have been living off of bank loans, business loans. And my question is, if that is indeed true, who in the hell is lending money to them currently, especially currently, in light of the fact that they are currently under civil litigation when it comes to their business for allegedly for fraud? And why I'm questioning this is because, like I said, I am a business owner. I've been a business owner for years, since 2008 specifically, but I've been an entrepreneur since 2006. When you're doing applications and you are being honest, you're asked questions, and they will ask you questions like, are you currently dealing with any litigation? Are you being sued? Do you have any judgments? If they were honest in that questioning on those applications and they said that yes, they are currently under litigation, I highly doubt that those banks would have loaned them that money. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying A and B and C is going to next be D for them, because I don't know, but I'm just questioning and asking questions. And what I'm saying is, if they indeed currently or recently have gotten bank loans, I'm questioning whether they were honest in the applications. And I'm not one of these people that does these investigative reporting or do these investigations to find out what's why, because I really don't care that much. It's not that deep for me. But if other people dig into it and I have the time and I find out somebody's talking about it, I may listen and see what they have to say. But I'm just questioning it. And two, not just the fact were they honest in the bank applications, but two, why are they living off of loans? You know, because yes, people who are in business, they like to use their money to make more money, and they will, they would like to be able to use other people's money, which they call OPM, for their business purposes and to build it and grow it. I don't see anything wrong with that. But to me, it's just looking a bit shady, especially in light of the allegations. I'm not just going to say in light of the fact, but in light of the allegations that the Blaque Cigar Lounge isn't really open. Trademarks have not been renewed. Business licenses allegedly have not been renewed. I don't know. So all I'm doing is asking questions. And then in the As the Ghetto Turns, with the mom and the mother-in-law who's constantly on social media trying to drag people who give commentary or share their opinions and thoughts about these people on this show, and insanely dragging the person who was the whole reason behind this whole show, and wanted to question the paternity of the last child that was produced in her marriage. And you really think you deserve to be on this person's television show? Like, it's just insane to me. I don't talk about her very often. Honestly, she's not really worth a whole lot of that time. But I just question it sometimes. And it's just really crazy. And this is the type of stuff that I talk about when it comes to this show. And it's just not worthy of a watch. It's not worthy of the ratings. It's not worthy of the views. I'll continue to listen to and support the content creators that I listen to and I'm subscribed to, and even those Instagram blog pages that may share the content, but I'm just not watching the show. It's just very toxic. I didn't sign up for watching As the Ghetto Turns, Huntsville, Alabama edition. It's just really ridiculous. But I just wanted to talk about it and ask some questions and get your thoughts so you can let me know what you think. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for liking and subscribing. And if you have not checked out True T's roast of a bear called Wanda, oh my God. Listen to it. Check it out. I have the link in the description box below. So guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.